Okay, in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to wrap a desk in the 3M Di-Noc material. So what you're seeing right here is that we wrapped this when we moved into the shop about 13 months ago, and we used the IJ35C vinyl on top of that. It held that pretty good, but I just wanted to change it up and get something different. And as you can see, when I was removing it, it was removing some of the MDF board material on there. I just want to show you a close-up of that. There's little pivots and little dents and little nuggets and glue and everything. And right there's the corner that I need to bondo and everything. So we want to prep this out as good as possible before rewrapping it with it. So I'm sanding the little high boys down, and you can see right there, I did put one clear coat of Gardz on, and that's what I do with all my installing jobs. When I'm installing it, it makes the vinyl stick much better, as you can see it peeling up. Next thing I like to do is, once everything's nice and smooth, is use bondo. And so I'm just showing you how I do the bondo thing. What I'm bondoing is the corner of the unit, also the holes, the nail holes. Just the bondo is it dries a lot faster and harder, and that's the reason why I like using the bondo. Yes, it stinks a little bit, but this is kind of the process that I go through when we're installing it the right way. And I'm getting all the butt joints right there. I'm just fine-tuning it, because any little imperfections of that, especially when you're using solid colors, you can see everything, especially right there. So if I just vinyl wrapped it on top of that, you'll see like a little indentation right there. So right now I'm using it's called spot putty. You can get that almost anywhere. You can get it from Walmart. Or this one right here is white, so I got it on a paint store. I think it was Sherwin-Williams paint store. And it's just a finer bondo. So when you're doing sanding, it's softer bondo, but it's just doing the fine tuning things right there. So I'm using a vacuum cleaner and get most of the dust off into the vacuum cleaner right there. Now I'm kind of like cleaning most of the chunks off with my hand. Next is clear coating. Here, and what I like to do with all the surfaces, I like to wrap, and it makes the vinyl stick better. But also, when I use Gardz, what that does, and this is for drywall too. So when you put Gardz on drywall and also MDF boards kind of like this, when you pull the vinyl up, it won't pull the surface like this way you see right here. Pull the surface up. It'll stay with the surface, and that's the reason why I like using Gardz right here. So I just went to Home Depot and I bought this guy right here. I can roll it on, or I can use this guy right here. I like using actually this guy, using this, and it gets it on nice and smooth. That's what you want. You don't have any roller marks right here. And that's what I'm gonna be doing now. So basically, what I like to do is just get this thing started. I vacuumed everything right here, all the dust and everything, and then I used a terry cloth or a microfiber cloth right here and got all the dirt off. You can see some of this right here, all the dirt off right there. And now it's nice and clean, and I usually put 2 coats of Gardz on here just to sink it in first, and then get the next layer on there. And then in about a day, tomorrow, then we're gonna start wrapping this right here. So it's pretty quick what we do. So let's kind of get started. So you can use, you can do what I'm doing like this, so you can kind of see what I'm doing right here. And it's actually going pretty well. I already put 1 coat on here the other day, so just get it all nice and even, and make sure there's no. So I like to do is do one way if you want. And it's pretty quick, so you can let it dry for an hour. I just don't want to see any creases or any high boys or roller marks. You don't have roller marks on this one right here, but
Get underneath. And just I just tap it in. See how I'm doing is tapping it in. And I can kind of feel it soaking in a little bit when I'm dragging it. And anytime I do, even with the clear coat real wood, you know, like if it's on a private jet or yacht or home or something like that has already a clear coat on, I still like using scissor guards to just makes the vinyl bond better. Less mistakes, less lift-offs, or pill-ups, or whatever you call it. So if you have less of that, you have less of the callbacks. Say, hey, it's pilling up or bubbling, or all kinds of things. There we go. So just kind of babying it. You know how smooth that is. So this is another thing. So that's if you prep things out really good, the vinyl will last a long time. Also, when I get tired of this color or this pattern we're going to come up with in about a year, we can actually pull it up, and I'm not worried about damaging the surface. And that's the proper way to get things prepped out. For any kind of wrapping, if it's architectural films or custom print like we did on this one right here, it's just best to have everything prepped out right. Okay, let's get to this. We're gonna let this do 2 coats, and then we're gonna let it dry, and then the next day we are going to, there we go, start wrapping. Okay, in this video, I'll be wrapping this little section with the Di-Noc material. It's a black material right here. You can get it at the armwrapsstore.com. But I just want to show you how to wrap around these guys right here on the back side. Also wrap this guy unit right here. Wrap the inside of that right there. And also the bottom part right here. This is already a wrap on here. And I cleaned everything really nicely. Also, I sanded a little bit down here to get the hide nuggets on here, so I just want to clean this up as much as possible before wrapping it up, and that's what we did. I pre-cut a couple of vinyls already, and we added a tacking on strip right here, also another one right there that goes in the middle of that guy right there, but you can kind of see what we're doing right now, and I'll just kind of keep on going. I'm going to use the architectural film squeegees right here. You can go to the rmwraps.com website. Also, just a bodyguard knife, and if I can find my regular knife somewhere, I lost it. And we can kind of get started. Oh, found it. Okay, other than that, let's get this thing started. And I like using this heat gun. It's a professional heat gun right there. And yes, note this this edge right here is not that good. I didn't plan on doing the edge right here. It was I built this table quickly when we moved in about a year ago, and this is like little fine-tuning things that is bugging the heck out of me, and I'll fix on this later. But I just want to get this updated and show you a video of just updating a shelf like this, and I'll tell you how much material we used, also how long. You can see that in the video how long it'll take and everything. But yeah, let's get started. So right now I had the vinyl come over the top of this vinyl. I have one piece come all the way over to here, and I'm going to heat this up and just to get some air bubbles in here. I usually, and everyone's a little bit different, but I pump this guy up as hard as I can, and I know my boundaries on the vinyl. I can see how it dances, I guess you call it. And of course it's a black vinyl, so you can't really see much. I could barely see something on my end right here, but I'm just gonna tighten this guy up right here. And then I'm gonna start using this guy. What I like to do is hit this here first, and then that there next, and then I can get the vinyl coming wrapping all the way around here. I think I don't have enough to do all the way around the edge, so the vinyl's probably gonna stop it right about here. But what I can do is I can just cut it right here and put another spot right here, or just overlap it, because no one's ever going to see this end right here. I know it's this fine little detail stuff right there, but this is our shop, and I will, you know what, I'll probably do it the right way. So I'm going to wrap all the way around, I'm going to cut it right here, and I'm going to put a little sheet right here. That's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, let's get this thing started. Let's do this back end right here. So on this back end, what I use is the bodyguard knife. And when I measure something, I usually go from this edge right here. So that's 30 and I'll just say 29.5 right there. And then the top part of this right here, and the bottom part of this, so it's 15 right here. So let's do 29. Let's do 29 inches. So I'm going to show you why. Okay. So I pre-cut the backing. Let's do the 29 first, so it's out of the way. So that's right there. So it's not too much vinyl you're fighting with. It's right there. So I use the bodyguard knife between this guy, the paper, and the vinyl. And what I did was I scored this right here, and I flipped it upside down, and then I just creased it right here and right here. So that's, you can see it's creased. Hopefully you can see that. And then I cut the backing right here. It's called tacking on strips. So I'm doing this fairly quickly to show you to do the inside of this guy right here. what this does is basically you're fighting the vinyl, but not hard. And so now, right now, I'm just adjusting it a little bit here and there. I'm letting this guy just set down right here, and I'm actually tacking it on. So that's when now it's tacked on. It's not gonna go anywhere. I'm double checking, making sure it's looped on the sides, left top, right top. Okay, so then I grabbed one spot, left or right side, doesn't matter. And I just removed the backing, just get it out of the way. Hopefully you can see all this. Then I'm gonna take my, or you can take any kind of squeegee, but I designed these squeegees because of the thickness, but also just the ability to get around edges and stuff like this, especially around these corners right here. So I'm gonna show you the reason why. So when you get to the corner right here, you take your little tip right here. Actually, what I like to do is I use this, I push this down, and then this inwards. So I'm forcing it down and in as close as possible. So you see right there, you can see that close as possible. Same thing. And if you want, take your little, be careful, and get right in that corner. Okay. So let's go to the other side and get that out of the way. Lay that in there. So I'm using my thumb to hold this down and push it in and get as tight as possible with that. And I'm sliding it. Now I'm going to use the thickness of this guy right here and also a knife. And I'm going to cut that. Hopefully you can see that. Not in your way. So it's a spacer. So you want at least 1/8 inch vinyl going up and over. And then when the time comes, you could do the vinyl on top of vinyl. And that's the way I do it. That's the best way I know how to do it. And just be careful when you're taping things off. Sometimes you don't get the corners all the way like you just saw. Okay. Next thing I like to do, usually at every little area that I do, is I use the heat, and again I pump this as much as possible. You could baby it too if you want. And I don't know if you can see those bubbles. You let it squeeze in and then let it relax a little bit and let it air out. Squeeze in, relax a little bit, give it a second. And you can take the heat gun, get it about a foot away, and it still makes the vinyl relax a little bit. Okay, let's put that in the pile over there. Let's get this big boil out of the way so it's done and over. Squeegee. Tell you what. Let me get the light. It's really dark in here. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to put my camera down because I'm going to be in the way. It's a tight area. Let's do it. Let's do it right about there. Okay, I got the camera down the floor so I can actually, you can just kind of hopefully see this. Get in the way. There, that's a little bit better. Okay, I pre-cut the backing. It's called tacking on strip again. You know, about 8-10 inches, wherever down. You can kind of see that right there. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab right about the edge. Gotta tack it on. Make sure it's on the bottom. Make sure it's going on the top. All the way around. Got it. Now, I'll take the backing, take my squeegee, tack it on even more. Take Mr. Knife. Grab my squeegee, push down this way and then up. Using my thumb, getting as close as possible. Now I'm going to use my thickness of the squeegee. And go like magic. Okay, so it's sticky on this side, so you gotta be careful. Pull the backing down. Didn't really rip it all the way, or halfway. Let me get the other half. Okay. Get the bottom so it's nice and it turns around the corners. Same thing over here. Okay, let's get the headset on. Okay, sometimes you get something like this, and I just take a little bit of heat. That's all I need to take. I like to fix it right then and there instead of waiting to get done. Also, you can get done once, or you can fix it once everything's done too. So it's vice versa kind of thing. Okay. Take my squeegee. I'm pushing it down and up with my thumb. Get as close as possible. Then I'm taking my thickness of the squeegee and going like this. And I'm not pushing hard, just enough just to score it and not cut the vinyl on this top here. Right now I'm just kind of letting the vinyl relax so it molds around the other side and it's a little bit easier. So it's getting tighter on this side, but also when I'm stretching it, I'm going to be tighter on this so you don't get like a little upper lip right here, right in the corner. That's what I'm doing. Taking my thumb, making sure I can not feel any lip going in. I'm just going to tack it on this guy right here, and here, and here, so I don't have enough to do around the edges. So I'm actually going to eyeball it right about there. And that's all I need. It's about a ½ inch. Or, it's right, a quarter. And if I need to, I can cut a little bit more off. Not a big deal. Sometimes I just fill the edges to make sure it is no play in it. Okay, so now I'm just going to bring this guy over a little bit. So it's just a little, you can see it's like right about there. It's about a ½ inch. Okay, now I'm going to grab the vinyl, some more vinyl, and I'm going to do this guy right here, all the way around. Actually, right about, I'm going to just, yeah, all the way around. So that's what we're doing. Actually, let me, it's just scraps from the top part right here. So I like to use the scraps at the end. You're not wasting anything. And so I'm kind of eyeballing right here. I'm going over and over it. There it is. So I'm going to do this part right here. Eyeballing it too. So I'm just going to go a little bit over. I have to have a measuring tape for that. It's such a small job. Let's see if I can get better lighting. There it is. It's a little bit better. So this is paint. I've just painted it on. Again, no one's ever going to see this back part. We have books up here again, and also the door is right there. So it is, if you want more detail, then I would clean it up a little bit more. There we go. Take your knife, squeegee. Again, I'm pushing it here, pushing this way, and also pushing my thumbs up. So I'm getting as close as possible. And I'm just scoring this with the architectural films. You just need to, you don't have to push real hard. You just have to have a sharp knife and just have enough just to score it. And it takes a little practice, but once you get to know the vinyl, there you go. So we got like a 1/8 inch going up and over right there. Then I take my knife, I go at the very end right here. That's where the sharpest part is. And then I got a 45 like this way. I'm trying to do the video. And sometimes I kind of do like a sawing motion. Okay. And that's a nice, so 45 here and a 45 this way. Or this way and then this way right here. And sometimes I just like I do a little sawing, and I usually do it right at the edge right here because that's where the sharpest part of it. And I also do change the blade every once in a while when I'm doing jobs. So once I got done doing this table right here, these blades don't cost that much. It's better to have a sharp blade than having a dull blade that you're fighting with. Okay. Same concept down below. Grab your body knife, go right back there, and here, so here. And once you get in the rhythm, you start cooking. And you go a lot quicker. And I just tack it. It's such a small piece, I just tack it on top, right where the edge is at, and I know there's enough vinyl. Let me take this thing off. Hopefully you can see that. Let's not get in the way. Again, you can order this material, the Di-Noc, off of rmwrapsstore.com. And if you're looking for installers, on the Armwrap Store website, you can find installers, and find installers in your area. It is on the bottom of the website, and it's a 3M link going to certified 3M installers for the Di-Noc material. And if you want to hire us, we do travel. So what you're seeing right now is I'm post-heating, and what it does, it makes the vinyl soft and it activates the glue a little bit more, and it bonds to the surface a little bit better. And that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, let's do one of these guys right here. So let's do the shelf. Actually, oops, sorry. Okay, let's do this side next. We'll do the sides next. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on, I got an idea. Okay, so on this one, I like to do a top or one big sheet. So I'm going to start from here and then work my way this way. And I'll show you a little technique on that one too. Just in case if you don't want to. Okay, so you don't have to have a tape measure for this. Like I said, once you're on the go, you can just go. What I like to do is take my thumb, go to the top of this edge right here, and a bottom right there. So just go right here. You're not getting up and moving around as much. You're right at the site. Sorry about the loudness. Okay, so on this one right here, what I like doing I remove the whole thing. It's not a big deal. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of tack it on right about there. Zoop. So I have enough to go up and over and around. I'm going to tack it on here, tack it on here, tack it on there. Okay, this is what you do. If I can. Make sure this point right here is nice and sharpy. And then you gotta feel where that is at. Don't push a lot, don't push hard, just enough. Just score it. There it goes. Okay. I'll show you why. Okay, now you can see where this middle part is right here. What you do is, well, I call it T in it. You're going to T it right there. Be careful. And then right down the middle. Just enough to tack it on. Same thing right here. Okay, now the T should, there he goes. Get that thing started. Same thing. Grab your thumb, get that thing started. I know there's a lot of extra right there, so what we're going to do is, oops. Let's get a little heat from that. I was being a little impatient. Let that cool off a little bit. It only takes a moment. So gently, I'm barely going on, just enough to tack it on. Okay. There's a little nugget right there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my knife. Oops, sorry. Just going to squirt in there. Gardz doesn't score. Lost my bottom. Nope, there it is. Okay, the reason why I didn't remove this vinyl because it's on the MDO board, and when I remove it, I removed some of the MDO board surface. So, in a time crunch, I just left the vinyl on, and the vinyl does stick very well on that. Sometimes the vinyl, you're fighting with the vinyl, sometimes it's easier just taking a chunk off. Okay, so that's one piece right there, going from here and going around. So that's one technique you can do. Okay, last technique I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one right here, and we're going to do it in one piece, and I'm going to pinch it in half, and I'll show you. So this is where we need, so 29, about 29, yeah. And we'll do a 22 cut, or cut it at 22. I know it's messy. Usually I clean it up right after I throw it away, but for purposes, time purposes, I'm trying to hurry so I don't waste your time. So 29 and then 22, 23, I'm sorry. And what I like to do, I pinch it here, pinch it there. So I know, let's go on the table. I know where the middle is at, and I'll show you why. Doop. And doop. So this is still creased right here and here, and that's where I'm going to aim is for the middle part. Oops. Okay, so it's creased right here. I can see it right there. I don't know if you can see it in this video, but you can see it right here. It's creased right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim for the crease of the middle of this at here and tack it on. And then also, sorry, here. So I'm going to be, I tack it on one side right here, and then I tack it on this side, and I lift this side right here, and I kind of walk it in this way. So, and then I double check everything is like right in the middle. Perfect, perfect. Now you have a perfect thing going this way and a perfect thing going this way. And what I do right here is I tack it on here. Aim for those little corners right there, and I just kind of slice it. And right there, and it's kind of, I'm not pushing hard. I'm just pushing enough to score it. There's right there. Take your time. There you go. Oop, didn't go through. There you go. Take my knife or thumb. I'm going around the edge so I can feel where the edges are at. Grab my squeegees. Push down and then out. There we go. Get as tight as you possibly can. There you go. You can you can hear that move. There, that's pretty tight. This is where it's most important because this is your visual part right here. There we go. Okay, I like to take my little pointer, point it in there, get as close as possible. Just double check everything before you cut. Get a nice sharp blade. I know that blade's pretty sharp. Take your squeegee, the thickness of your squeegee, and just enough to score it on there. There we go. And that's the reason why I like the architectural film squeegees, because it's nice and flat. But also, there's multiple tools on one tool. There we go. This architectural film with the books and all the hard stuff on there, it'll slide nicely and it'll stay clean. That's the reason why I prefer having the architectural films versus paint. This is way stronger than the paint. I'm doing like a 1/8 inch cut going over a little bit. There we go. There you go. Okay, I just want to show you this right here. This is actually a table wrap that we wrapped. This was wrapped on MDF board, and we used 3M Di-Noc material. You can actually order it through the rmwrapsstore.com website. This is a black vinyl and also a red vinyl right there. And I'll put everything in the links down below, but also I'm going to show you how to wrap the shelving right here, getting the corners and around the edges and around the back in one unit right here. Also wrapping the top part of the door of the table, and also butt joining this so it's perfectly straight, level, and you can't feel any overlapping everything. And we wrapped underneath here, there. So this will last a lot longer than paint. Believe me, I've tested it out, and that's the end part right there. And this is so much better looking. So I'm giving people options, or showing people what actually is possible to wrap. And this is one of the desks I make, and we wrapped it and make it look fun and unique. And there's like hundreds of different kind of designs you can choose from the Di-Noc. I believe the red is the PS-910, and the black is PS-504. So, and all it has like a little texture to it. You can kind of see the texture to it. Also, same thing as the red and everything. But you get hundreds of different colors, wood grains, and you can wrap desks, walls, cabinetry, doors, all kinds of things you can wrap. You can even wrap these guys right here. So we're getting more and more of these requests, getting these wrapped. I might make a video of this. I'm gonna ask the landlord if I can do that. So I have to make it look like wood and everything. That's the next question. Yeah, that's the next question I want to do next. Okay, if you ever want to get a hold of us, 208-696-1180, info@rmwraps.com. Devin or Randy will help you with any comments, questions, concerns. And then also we have how-to videos on the rmwraps.com website. If you go halfway down in the main web page, halfway down, you'll say videos, architectural film videos. We have tons of videos there. Just go there, learn, and if you want to start learning how to wrap, or you have one little project you want to learn, we have doors, cabinetries, yachts, private jets, all kinds of things that we wrapped with the Di-Noc with. And just want to show you the possibilities of wrapping a subject. So this is it right here. So now we get the joys of Devin we both get our desk back, and we can start working in here again. It's been a couple of days, but and speaking of which, I'm going to put down the description down below. This actually took a full day to do. That's from prepping it out, sanding it, clear coating it, and then cutting and everything right there. So just factor in a full day work right here. And then I'll put how much material I used for this black and everything. So it'll tell you the cost, everything of the material and the time. So other than that, this is it right here. Come back, check out more of the videos. We're going to add more and more videos as time goes by, so come back and see what's new. All right, my name is Randy Miller, and this is RM Wraps.